Now for a discussion about these developments and the ongoing war in general. Joining us is Major General Habis al-Shrouf, the director of the Palestinian Institute for National Security Research, and joining us from Jerusalem. Major General, thank you for being on the program. We've seen recent developments where drones were fired from Lebanon into Israel, with one striking in Caesarea. How do you assess this escalation in terms of security dynamics between Lebanon and Israel, and what impact do you think it will have on broader regional stability?
First of all, good evening. Today's incident that took place this morning and the drone, it means one way or another that Hezbollah has a real bank of gold. Hezbollah now escalates its war against Israel. At the beginning, it only targeted the military areas or the military camps. But it seems now that Hezbollah took control again and reposed itself. That's why it wanted to send a message to Israel. We know your places, we can hit you inside your home. Netanyahu, you're killing civilians, you're displacing the Lebanese people. We have weapons and we can hit you inside your house. We know when and how to hit. That's why Hezbollah now is in a phase of control over the situation that is different from the past. It delivered a message to Netanyahu that he killed all the leaders of Hezbollah. However, Hezbollah is a strong party that possesses power, and it can continue in the war and in the battle, and it can be on an equal foot with Israel.
This was a very bold move, Major General, wouldn't you agree? What do you think the Israeli response to a direct threat against Netanyahu will be?
كيف ستكون ردة فعل إسرائيل؟ I believe that Netanyahu will respond in a very powerful way. Let's not forget now that the Israelis now are fully convinced that it is a war. Israeli powers and parties are unified behind Netanyahu and the government. This is the government of the right wing, the extreme government. And the first time in the history of Israel, there is no left wing or anyone who opposes the war, because Netanyahu could convince the Israelis that the Middle East axis, or the Middle East states led by Iran, as he said, all of them want the destruction of Israel. That's why we are in an existential war in which we have to continue fighting to destroy this power. Hence, Netanyahu now wants to achieve his goals. He was not able to achieve all of them. However, he set certain goals, and I think they are long-term goals: to conduct an all-out regional war in the region. He wants a new Middle East. All of these things are the goals of Netanyahu, because he definitely believes that the United States and Europe are supporting him with weapons and money and logistics. Moreover, there are no Arab regional states that can encounter Israel. That's why Netanyahu moves forward in his project towards a new Middle East. This new Middle East, as President Yasser Arafat, may he rest in peace, he said that they want the Middle East to be like the Balkan states, or what happened to Yugoslavia before. Are we moving to this trend or to this direction, which is creating very small states in the Middle East? But the question is, can Netanyahu himself achieve a win over Hezbollah and the Palestinian people? I do not think so. No matter how he displaces people, no matter how he kills people, I can safely say that the Palestinian people are persistent in their territory. They will fight we will fight the occupation, we will not leave, and will not allow Netanyahu to achieve his set goals. The only thing that Netanyahu can do is to achieve the two-state solution and to create a regional peace in the zone. in addition to achieving a just peace, just lasting peace in the region. And this can never be achieved without a Palestinian state with Jerusalem as its capital. Otherwise, the situation will be very turmoiled, and the war will be still existing. So despite the destruction in Palestine and Gaza that I call a catastrophe, he uses the strategy of the burnt land to force Hamas movement to submit and to be submissive to his demands, which means disarming Hamas and the withdrawal of Hamas towards the south.
Thank you so much for your input into the program. It was fascinating. Thank you. That was Major General Habis al-Shrouf, the director of the Palestinian Institute for National Security Research, joining us from Jerusalem.